D+26. This is the end of Act 1 in my journey into the world of multiple sclerosis. The rest of my time at Tripper Army Medical Center was uneventful. After the first bad spinal tap, the second one was good, MRI was good, blood tests were good, good meaning not an issue. I didn't have problems, it wasn't painful. There weren't difficulties. I don't really know what to expect when I walked into this meeting with the head of the neurology department at Triple Army Medical Center. She was a full-board colonel and obviously had a very important schedule, a lot of things going on, but wanted to take the time out to spend a few moments with me. Bunch of different reasons why the West Point connection definitely helped, but it was a little bit surreal, expected, but kind of disappointing to actually hear her tell me all the tests have reasonably confirmed multiple sclerosis. Reasonably confirmed meaning there's no definite test. There's no definite marker that says, boom, you have multiple sclerosis. There's no definite set condition as to what multiple sclerosis is specifically. It's so different in so many different people. So that began the round robin of questions I had. Can I stay in the Army? It depends on how your condition goes and how it progresses. And with treatment, she was very optimistic about treatment options. Will I be able to fly again? No. Nope. You're done flying. What's going to happen? Again, we got into different treatment options, and there's new therapies that are constantly being developed, being rolled out. We're going to get you started on the therapy, and that will be coordination in the future. That's kind of my Act 2 story. Asked a bunch of questions, got a bunch of answers of, we don't really know, but with therapy, with treatment, with new medications rolling out, there's possibility. Will I be able to do this? Will I be able to gain function back in my right side? Possibly. Will I be able to continue a normal life? Possibly. Will I be able to do all of these things? Will I be able to do all these things? Possibly, with therapies, with practice. Will I be able to play the piano again? I was real concerned about that. And she said, well, with therapies, again, gave me the answer, with therapies, with possibilities, you could be able to regain all that function. And I said, well, good, because I can never play the piano before. Needless to say, her face went white. I had a little moment of victory where I was able to push back against everything overwhelming me, and I smiled for a little bit. So that was my victory story. We ended up with the conversation being, okay, you're gonna go back to Korea. They'll talk about the next steps. Again, that's Act 2. So I left Triple Army Medical Center. My flight was scheduled for the next day, and I had a big box with me that I was going to carry on the plane and bring back with a 7-day regimen of high-dose steroids. So traveling internationally with a big box of steroids. It was something I got to do once in my life. I guess should be excited about that. Got to got to be a drug runner internationally for a day. Got to have a little bit of sarcasm, a little bit of levity, and in a world that was still very dark. Would get much darker. But if I knew now what I knew then, or if I knew then what I know now, yeah, there we go. That's how it goes. If I knew then what I know now, I don't know. I don't know if I would be more terrified about what is going to happen, or would it make me feel comfortable? Probably more terrified about knowing some of the things that are going to happen before they happen. I was so new to the world of multiple sclerosis that my mind really hadn't thought about all of those things that are going to happen to me. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's good that I spent so much time living in ignorant bliss, trying to be a little bit funny on occasion, trying to make the best of it, until things got really bad. And then when things got really bad again, they would get better. And then they get really bad again, and they get better. Every time they get better, they didn't get as better as they did before. And then one day I stopped tracking getting better, getting worse. At least stopped tracking it on that scale that I had in the past. And suddenly, even when things got worse, they get better because they add to my resolve. They add to my stubbornness. They add to my desire to never stop, never quit. So am I happy when those things get worse now these days? Not happy, but I do look at it at a different perspective. So those first few years, those first few moments, that first horrible month of October 1999, it was probably best that I was living in ignorant bliss. Maybe 25 years from now, I'll find out that my ignorance back in 2024 was bliss. Who knows? Things will continue to change, continue to progress. One thing that will remain a steadfast guarantee is I will never stop, I will never quit until we overcome the debilitating effects of multiple sclerosis. Your help is going to get us there. So if you get a chance, if you get the opportunity, please consider making a donation to Never Stop, Never Quit. You can go to my website, neverstopneverquit.com. You can make a donation to us. You can make a donation direct to the National MS Society. Either way, the money is going to them. So now, this concludes Act 1 of my journey. And tomorrow we'll talk about something else. Never stop, never quit.